My school called the cops on me because of my show and tell homework. About 20 years ago, when I was in first grade, I wanted to impress my friends and classmates, but I ended up in hot water instead. We had this show and tell assignment where we had to bring in an item or demonstrate a skill that reflected our favorite pastime. It was a sweet way for teachers to learn more about us. A few of my peers chose typical things like plush toys, trading cards, or snapshots from family vacations. One kid in class, Noah, who always teased me, decided to bring his skateboard and flaunt it at the playground. I couldn't let Noah steal the spotlight because if everyone thought he was awesome, they might team up with him to pick on me again that year. So I resolved to reveal the one thing I've been hiding at home. I snatched a small plastic bag from the kitchen cupboard, packed my stuff, and quickly stashed it in my backpack before my parents got back. The next day at school after our math class, our teacher gathered us on the story rug to begin show and tell. She asked for volunteers, and Noah and I instantly vied to go first. Due to our rivalry, she made us wait until the end, giving others a turn. We sat there jabbing at each other irritably as we watched everyone else go. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally called us up. Noah and I played rock, paper, scissors to settle who'd present first, and he sneakily beat me. He took us all outside to show off his skateboarding moves. The kids cheered, but his gaze was locked on me. I stuck my tongue out at him and began my turn. I strapped on my padded knee, elbow, and shoulder guards, grinned, and announced, "For show and tell, I'm going to show you how to take a fall the fun way." I then demonstrated the best technique for rolling and landing after being tossed from a car, explaining how I tucked my head and shielded my face with my arms to protect the back of my skull. My teacher's mouth fell open, which I assumed meant she was amazed by my skill. I scaled a tall wall and said, "My parents even taught me to leap from a height and roll without a scratch." My teacher shrieked as I jumped down and rolled like a stunt hero. I sprang up laughing, proud of nailing the move. Some classmates looked terrified, while others had a hushed whoa expression. My teacher, though, wore a grim look that totally baffled me. She hustled the class back inside and asked another teacher to supervise them while she hauled me to the principal's office. There, they peppered me with questions, mostly about whether my parents were harming me or forcing me into risky stuff on purpose. My answers were vague and jumbled since I didn't grasp what they were getting at. Soon, my parents and the police were summoned to the school as I kept responding to their odd inquiries. When my parents arrived, they clarified to the authorities that we're a stunt family, and I'd picked up some tricks from tagging along to their sets. When the adults still seemed skeptical, my parents whipped out videos from their training sessions, plus photos with a few famous faces. They even showed clips of me doing my first stunts in a controlled setting. While the teachers and cops enjoyed sifting through the proof, they still advised my parents to keep it off school grounds since it could tempt other kids to mimic me. My parents nodded, and I got a stern talking to at home.